Man, I did not expect to be making this video, but here I am. This might come to a shock to some of you, which is expected, but before I go over how I died and the world gets deleted, I thought it'd be cool to do a world tour as well as everything that didn't make it into the video to conclude the series. Starting with the overworld base, this is where I did the majority of my stuff, all the crafting, all the enchanting, and several hours mining out the underneath here, which is where I had my storage set up. This storage to the right, I believe it's a remixed design of Pixel Riffs, and the left design, I use green storage idea to have these little store shelves with access to the chests, which I really like because you can access the chest and there's a lot of surface area to grab them. This furnace area I didn't use a whole ton. What I ended up doing was just using the furnace here as well as placing just a bunch of furnaces here against the wall. These villagers were the first ones that gave me Silk Touch and I thought Mending, as well as a villager a viewer decided to name. When organizing the storage for down there, I put labels and organized all my items into different bins. So I have something for sand and gravel, dirt, snow, nether, obsidian, and all your other stones. The size of the storage area, it could have probably been a couple rows more, but it served its purpose. And all these chests on the side here, these are mostly empty. I was wanting to do something with this back section and linking different parts of the base through this underground semicircle here, but I didn't really get the chance to. Also, if you're wondering, that underneath this, it's completely hollow. What I liked the most about the base was this little enchanting room. I just liked the way it looked. Then you could head off to the balcony, then look at the entire view. I used this as a task board for episode 7, and that's pretty much it, as well as a general dump area when I started getting into shulker boxes. I've shown the wheat farm, cow farm, chicken pen before. Then this is where the villagers are with the zombie. I'm not sure why the iron golem farm stopped working. It might be due to having lots of iron golems over there. You'll see what I mean later. Then we have our sugarcane farm over here, which auto-harvests it whenever this daylight detector goes off. I wish I would have put this a little bit closer to the base, but hindsight 2020. This is the tree farm. I have some glass blocks that are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks from the ground, as well as our mine. And this mine, the entrance of having here, this was a joke in the first video. So I thought it'd be fitting to have the mine here. And then this also goes up to the bridge. I'll show that later. And if I head down here and go into spectator mode, you can see that I mined out all of the blocks here. This was a 100 by 100 area. Heading back up, I made a little railway that I didn't really use. It was more just for aesthetics. That led to the bridge, which led to in here. I was wanting so badly to have a railway to connect everything, but I was waiting to have a good episode where I make a gold farm and transform everything with the rail update, but that did not happen within the lifespan of this world. Then up here is where I mined a bunch of stone, and I used this for coal because it's right in the side of a mountain here. Going over the mountain and into the village, this portal goes to the nether hub, which I will show momentarily. And we have our village here. I transformed it, or at least what I would call transform it. So we have a bunch of crops so villagers can give themselves food. Then I made this scuffed little house here where I placed a bunch of beds so that the villagers repopulate. And then there's at least 2 beds in every single house. And I think the main reason that the iron farm over there stopped working is because this village summoned so many iron golems, it just reached the mob cap, which I will remember for any future worlds. Then over here is the main design that I got for that little lamp, which I used for the lamps down here. I had some little stubs. Oop. Now if we head into the nether, this was just a hub so that I could easily access everything. And going down this bridge, it's going along the Z-axis, which was really helpful. I kind of play like a scaredy cat in the early game. We didn't really do much in the fortress. Only area in the nether that's important was this blaze fighting cage arena, as well as the enchanting room I used, which I don't know where the enchanting table went. Heading to the end, I had a Enderman XP from there that is GN Bomb's design. And I unlocked every single end gateway. I was wanting to maybe do something with this, but the world ended before I actually got to do something with it. The design I liked the most was this nether pearl design. I followed a tutorial in order to get the general idea of how to make the island, and then the top part I just followed a tutorial. The point of the nether portal was to get to this gas farm where they spawn down there, go through an overworld portion that rotates, then they end up here. And this farm is part of the reason why my player died. And now to show you how my player died, it happened right here. Oh no. So for some context, I was designing the nether hub in a creative world and was used to just punching the end crystals point blank. And then when I went in the actual world to see how high the end crystal would destroy blocks, I didn't think twice before actually hitting it at point blank. It's a little bit frustrating too, because I also mined out a block that I was supposed to go in, but didn't, which would have protected me from the blast. Well, that sucks. Thank you to everyone for watching the series. When I started this series, I had 0 subscribers, and the channel wasn't even made, and now we have over 400. So thank you for watching the series, and I'm looking forward to sharing my future Minecraft adventures.